Do you see it?
आकाशी दूर।
What?
वो एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट है या कंट्री है, अभी हमको पता नहीं, वहाँ जाके पता चलेगा।
The country that does not exist. Transnistria. Russia is more dominant in this area.
Your SIM cards are not gonna work.
The victim, always naked, was trapped within the chair.
The victim was made to straddle this device. Good morning, guys. It's early in the morning and I'm ready to start the day. Oh shit. I just realized I had this crazy nightmare. Today, Devang and I are going to a new country. And what happened in my dream? Oh, we had the bus tickets. We went to the ATM, we got the money. I had the passports. We had the GoPro. We had a plan. Everything was fine. And then we got there and realized, oh shit, this country doesn't exist.
Hey guys, good morning. हम लोग चिसिनाउ के एक बस स्टेशन में, यहाँ की इनकी जो बसें हैं बहुत टेम्पो ट्रैवलर्स टाइप का है ना, लोकल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करने के लिए टेम्पो ट्रैवलर टाइप की एक जगह पे आए हैं। पीछे आपको दिख रहे होंगे ये सारे जो उनके छोटे छोटे टेम्पो ट्रैवलर्स हैं। What's the place we're going at?
We're going to Transnistria.
ट्रांसनिस्ट्रिया, ठीक है। तो उसकी जो राजधानी है, लेट्स से वो एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट है या कंट्री है, अभी हमको पता नहीं, वहाँ जाके पता चलेगा। लेकिन उसकी जो राजधानी है इट्स कॉल्ड एज तिरस्पोल। सो यू कैन गेट द टिकट। और अभी हम क्यू में खड़े हैं जॉक्सिनो में। बहुत ठंडा बहुत है यार, आज टेम्परेचर हो रखा है -1। तो बर्फ़ नहीं गिर रही है और -1 जब हो जाता है ना तो समझ लो आप बहुत ठंड, कड़ाके की ठंड वाले सीन है। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस कंट्री डजंट एग्जिस्ट। Yeah, that's right. This country is not recognized by United Nations organization. If it's not recognized by United Nations organization, it doesn't exist. In order to get here, we took a bus. The bus we took from Chisinau. While we were coming to this point, there was an immigration place here, like an actual immigration place. We had to take our passports out. So वहाँ पे he looked at our passport, he looked at everything. He asked how long are we going to stay in the country, and then he gave us 2 pieces of papers, which was like visa sort of. Okay, you can come and visit my country. And here we are in Transnistria. Transnistria has a lot of deep secrets and a lot of things going on inside of it.
You ready to exchange money? For 200 Moldovan, we got 150, 175, 177 rubles.
Okay.
That's right, guys. The country that does not exist. Transnistria. So here we are in Transnistria. Okay, so the place does exist, but the country is not recognized by any other country in the world. This guy right here, this was perhaps the most famous monument. He's a famous war hero from the time when Transnistria was officially declared by themselves as an independent country. Over here we have the flags. You see the Russian flag as well as the Transnistrian flag there. Transnistria is actually considered part of Moldova by the rest of the world. Every single country in the world does not recognize it as a sovereign country. However, Transnistria gained its independence from Moldova in a few ways. They have their own currency, they have their own government, their own army, their own system of law, their own passport, so that when they actually leave Transnistria, they have to go through the border control. So Transnistria is sandwiched between Moldova, though I put that in quotes because it is part of Moldova according to the rest of the world. So Moldova and Ukraine. Russia is more dominant in this area. They speak Russian more frequently. There are more Russians here, and the Russian government has a lot more influence. We'll talk about the Mafia state later.
Guys, if you are coming here from Moldova, Chisinau, your SIM cards are not gonna work. Your Moldovan SIM cards are not gonna work over here. So make sure कि आपको पता है यार where you're gonna go, what place you're gonna visit. Do your research before coming to this point, because over here your internet's not gonna work. That's true.
Though there are a lot of Soviet-era rundown buildings in this city, here's one that's not. Okay, it's in Russian, so I don't know what it is. I'm going to assume it's some kind of parliament or town hall. What do you think, Devang? What's this building?
I think it's
A school? Oh, fancy. For the rich kids?
for all the kids.
Okay.
On my right, there's this river. It's called Transnistria River. It's flowing around the boundary of Transnistria and Ukraine, like almost across the borders. यहाँ पे इनका जो beach है, it's kind of brown.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. It's, oh my god, it's a dick. Do you see it?
Fuck, I see boobs.
What?
I see
Where?
boobs.
Oh my god! It's a dick
And I
and
see a
boobs.
heart.
Oh, that's awkward. Whoops.
Oh no.
Okay guys, so we came out to the river in a quiet area so I can tell you something that's a little controversial. Is anybody here? Anybody around? No? Okay, good.
Enlighten me.
So, Transnistria is known as a mafia state, which means that they used to smuggle guns out of the country. It's called gun running, and that's like how they make their money illegally. Now, there's a rumor that even though they have business with the EU legally, that's like their face to the world of how they're making money. But actually, there's a rumor that they still get the guns smuggling to other countries. Also, since the war ended, Moldova was never able to reclaim all the guns and nuclear weapons which are left on this territory, so it was protected here. So there's currently 1,500 Russian soldiers that are protecting these weapons that Moldova cannot reclaim. So Transnistria has a huge upper hand. They're like, if you mess with us, we're just gonna shoot you. So yeah, it's crazy and it's really controversial. That's why we came out here to tell you here. So as you guys can see, some of the buildings here in Tirapol are very modern, like this cafe. But then you look just across the street and you see a Soviet-era apartment complex. You can tell because it's extremely worn down. Nobody has really tried to make any modifications to it. So you see a mix of both worlds coming together in one city. Here we have another old building. Nobody seems to be living here. It must be abandoned. I'm sure these old buildings would have a lot of stories to tell. And where's Devang? Surprise, surprise, at the caffeine shop.
We have been walking since last 5 minutes. We're gonna wait for bus number 20. और फिर हम जाएंगे Bender Fort. चलो.
And bus number 20 has arrived. Time to get in.
Yeah, this is how Moldovan dance.
This is not Moldova. Oh, oops. I said it.
I'm so sorry guys. No. We are not in Moldova. We are in Transnistria.
I'm super confused.
Hey guys, so a little history about Bender Fortress. So in 1789, that's when the Russian army was able to take back the fortress as their own. So they owned it for 3 more years before the Ottomans came and they took it back. So the treaty that was signed was basically like this. The Russians would give back the fortress to the Ottomans, and in return, the Ottomans allowed Russia to have access to the northern Black Sea and also some lands in that area. And after the Ottomans regained the fortress, they started doing renovations because during the war, the fortress was bombed. Whoa, she's staring at you. The ghost white lady.
And a king fell in love. King was roaming around the village of Moldova and he found this girl that was really pretty. Or he was like, okay, I'm gonna take you, and locked him in one of the rooms in this castle someplace. And that girl, she ran away back to her beloved. तो अपने boyfriend, अपने lover के पास वापस चली गई. जब वो वापस चली गई तो जो king था, he got really upset. He sent his forces to get that girl back. That girl came back. What he did was he threw that girl from one of the highest towers. You know, he threw that girl. That girl died. But years later, that girl was spotted running around the fields, around these places. And the Santri, the guards saw her. And when the guards saw her, you know what they did? They shot her. And these are those bullets. So वो यहाँ पे रही होगी यार, यहाँ से वो चल रही होगी, and there have been shots coming from those towers, उन towers से shot यहाँ आए होंगे when she must have been on the way, pum, and it was just a ghost. It was just a ghost because she was already dead, and I mean, I don't know if they have the right picture of that girl. So she comes back every full moon night. Make sure you're not here on the full moon night or else.
What did you find?
This place is under construction. You're not supposed to go here, but it's open. Let's go.
Okay, let's get in quickly.
That room where people would get cremated.
Oh, this is a torture room. Oh my god. This is an axe for chopping people's heads off. Oh shit, I've heard about this. You shut people inside, close the door, and this pierces all of their organs. Holy shit.
I don't understand this one. How is this? This looks like a kinky thing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, camera's gotta go away. This one looks really messed up.
Yeah, this one is really messed up. Oh man. So this is like you sit on this and then this rolls. Man, this can go deep inside your arm.
Also kind of, oh shit. Also kind of looks like for a massage, you know? Like roll those muscles out, baby.
You can take out pleasure out of that punishment.
That guy sure didn't. That's for certain.
Look at that guy there.
Yeah. He had a hard time in this room.
How long have you been living? Hey, look at that. Okay, here it is. There's a little sort of nudity, but there was fire beneath this thing. And then, why is it done to the girls? The victim, always naked, was trapped within the chair. Any prisoner's movement would make sharp spikes penetrate the flesh, forcibly pressing the prisoner down or back against the spike. Wow.
That is not pleasure, that is definitely pain. Shit. So, which one's your favorite? Oh, there's more over there.
My favorite, definitely the donkey one.
The donkey. You know what? The ones that look innocent are usually the worst. They probably...
Okay. Oh, no, they have... Oh, fuck. You gotta sit... Oh, man, I didn't know about that. You gotta sit over here.
The victim was made to straddle this device, and some weights were added to the wrists and ankles. Intense pain came from the weight of the body resting on the sharp, narrow edge. Ah! That doesn't look so bad. That's like...
It's not my favorite anymore because you got a fucking sitting over here. There's gonna be this load that's gonna put on you. And then your ass...
This is a sharp ridge.
Your ass is getting cut.
Boop, 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 boop.
Man, that's oh, it's not kinky anymore. What
Sorry, that's the one you chose. You gotta stick with it. Whoa. I wonder if this is where they dump the bodies. Oh, there's coins there, though. That's definitely not lucky money. Okay. Oh, I think this is a stretcher. What does it say? Dislocation of the joints. Yeah, it's a stretcher. Yeah. Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
This place is really...
So, okay, so most probably this is gonna go in the hands, and then that guy is gonna be tied up here, and then he's gonna just, stretch my body, and then if I have done anything wrong, I have to accept that I did something wrong, and then the punishment would follow. But this is like that, that way of making me accept my crime. Yeah, so that's... I think this one has been the far more easiest one. But then look at this. Guys, this is the one where the victim sits on the top. 4 different men, and then 4 different men, they just go round and round, turn him around, and that's how his ass is getting screwed. I mean, why would these guys obsessed with ass?
I mean, there's clearly some homophobia happening.
And the thing was not to let the victim, not the victim actually, the criminal not fall asleep. So they just...
Well, likely many of these people were innocent. You know how the witch trials go. Okay, well that was disturbing. You ready to get out of here? Lead the way.
Is it gonna be a level up to the torture that you just saw, or is it totally different thing? Anyway, there's only one way to find out. It has started to snow, but there's only one way to find out. Let's go. Uh-oh. Okay, careful there. Coming in.
What do you see?
This is another level of torture. I think this is not death. It's not torture. You put your head in there, आपका सिर जाएगा यहाँ पे, and then I'm gonna just release it. Catch! You're dead right there.
Guillotine.
Yeah, this we all know. The cross thing. You tie here the cross. I don't know what this. Oh, we actually put on the wheel, and then we just hit.
That's brutal. And this is a, what, collection of heads?
So, this is really messed up. The people, the guys, the victims, criminals, head, legs would be tied here. The legs would go like this, and he'll be put down here, hands here, and then they'll be fed water. They'll be fed water, they'll urinate, and urinate. And when they have water, 15 to 20 liters of water in their tummy, they'll be beaten back on their stomach. And then they urinate. That's a punishment.
Strange.
That shit. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Okay. Through the hole? You want to jump?
No.
Sissy.
Still recording?
Yeah. Okay.
Just before going up, I need to show you another punishment, which was put this stick inside your anus, which is actually like गांड में डंडा डाल दिया जाता था to give them punishment.
Yeah, like Vlad the Impaler, he would do that until it would go up their head.
Yeah.
Through their organs and everything.
Anyway, hold on guys, we're gonna go upstairs.
Oof, that was a big step. Oh, it's windy up here and super cold, you guys. Wow. Imagine being up here and seeing the white lady roaming through the fields. That would be so spooky. We hope you enjoyed our adventure to Transnistria. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. We're bringing you some great videos coming up soon of Ukraine. That's right, Ukraine. See you guys next time.